Beyonce, for years, the world has speculated about the ups and downs of my relationship with Jay-Z. The rumors, the cheating scandals, the public breakdowns, it's all been there for the world to see. But today, I'm ready to reveal the real reason why I ultimately decided to leave Jay-Z and find love in the arms of another man. The truth is, it's a story I've been too afraid to tell, until now. This is my story. The story of how I found the courage to walk away from a relationship that had become toxic, and how I discovered a love that I never thought possible. It's a story of heartbreak, of self-discovery, and of the power of following your heart, no matter the cost. So if you're ready, let me take you on a journey that will forever change the way you see me. Beyonce, it all started back in 2002, when Jay-Z and I first met. We were both at the height of our careers, and the chemistry between us was undeniable. I was captivated by his confidence, his talent, and his unwavering ambition. And he, in turn, was drawn to my fierce independence and my unapologetic pursuit of my own dreams. Beyonce, for years, our relationship was the stuff of legend. We were the ultimate power couple, dominating the music industry and inspiring countless fans with our love story. But behind the scenes, things were starting to unravel. Beyonce, the pressures of fame, the constant scrutiny, and the demands of our careers began to take a toll. We were both so driven, so focused on our work, that we started to neglect the very foundation of our relationship: the trust, the communication, the mutual respect. And then, the unthinkable happened. I discovered that Jay-Z had been unfaithful. It was a betrayal that shook me to my core, and it forced me to confront some hard truths about our relationship. Beyonce, I remember the day I found out, like it was yesterday. I was in the studio, working on my next album, when my assistant came in with a concerned look on her face. She told me that she had stumbled upon some disturbing information that suggested Jay-Z had been cheating on me. Beyonce, in that moment, my world came crashing down. I couldn't believe it. After all we had been through, all the sacrifices we had made, how could he do this to me? To us? Beyonce, I confronted him, of course. I demanded answers. I begged for the truth. And do you know what he said to me? He said, "I'm sorry, bae. I never meant to hurt you. It just happened." Just happened? As if it was some kind of accident, some unavoidable circumstance beyond his control. Beyonce, in that moment, I realized that I couldn't stay. I couldn't continue to pour my heart and soul into a relationship that was built on lies and broken promises. I had to make a choice: to stay and try to rebuild the trust, or to walk away and start anew. It wasn't an easy decision, believe me. I loved Jay-Z with every fiber of my being. He had been my partner, my confidant, my soulmate for so many years. But I knew deep down that I deserved better. I deserved a love that was true, a love that was unwavering and unconditional. Beyonce, so I made the decision to leave. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but I knew it was the right thing. I packed my bags, moved out of our shared home, and started to rebuild my life, one step at a time. Beyonce, in the aftermath of the split, the media went wild. Rumors swirled about the reasons behind our breakup, with some speculating that it was all a publicity stunt, and others painting me as the villain who had abandoned her husband. But the truth was, I was just trying to find my way, to heal from the pain and the betrayal. Beyonce, and then just when I thought I might never find love again, a new man came into my life. His name was Drake, and he was the complete opposite of Jay-Z in so many ways. I remember the moment I first saw him. It was at a charity event, and I was there to perform. As I took the stage, my eyes swept across the crowd, and that's when I saw him standing there, watching me with an intensity that took my breath away. There was just something about him, something that drew me in. Maybe it was his infectious energy, his genuine passion for the cause, or the way he looked at me like I was the only woman in the room. Whatever it was, I knew in that moment that my life was about to change. Beyonce, we started talking, and it didn't take long for us to realize that we had a connection that was unlike anything either of us had ever experienced. There was a spark, a chemistry that was undeniable. And as we got to know each other better, I found myself falling for him in a way I never thought possible. Beyonce, with Drake, it was different. He was attentive, he was patient. He was everything that Jay-Z had not been in the final years of our relationship. He listened to me, he supported me, and he never once made me feel like I had to choose between him and my career. Beyonce, and most importantly, he was faithful. He never betrayed my trust, never gave me a reason to doubt his love and commitment. It was a refreshing change, and it made me realize just how much I had been missing in my previous relationship. Of course, the news of my relationship with Drake didn't exactly sit well with the public. There were those who accused me of being a heartbreaker, of betraying Jay-Z and our once legendary love story. But I didn't care. For the first time in a long time, I was happy. I was free. And I was determined to hold on to that happiness, no matter what anyone else said. The backlash was intense, but Drake and I weathered the storm together. We knew that our love was something special, something worth fighting for. And we weren't going to let the opinions of others stand in our way. Beyonce, but even as I found joy and fulfillment in my new relationship, I couldn't help but reflect on the past. The memories of my time with Jay-Z, the highs and the lows, the love and the betrayal, they were all still there, etched into my heart and my mind. Beyonce, I never wanted to hurt him, you know. Jay-Z was the love of my life, and a part of me will always care for him. But I had to put myself first, to prioritize my own happiness and well-being. And that meant walking away, even if it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Beyonce, so that's my story. The story of how I found the courage to leave a relationship that had become toxic, and how I discovered a love that I never thought possible. It's a story of heartbreak, of self-discovery, and of the power of following your heart, no matter the cost. Beyonce, and you know what? I don't regret a single thing. Because in the end, I'm happier, I'm healthier, and I'm more in touch with myself than I've ever been. And that's the most important thing. Beyonce, so if you're out there, and you're struggling with a relationship that just isn't working, I want you to know that you're not alone. And I want you to know that it's okay to walk away, to put your own needs first. Because at the end of the day, your happiness is what matters most. Beyonce, this is my story, and I'm proud to share it with you. Because if my journey can inspire even one person to find the courage to follow their heart, then it will all have been worth it. Thank you for listening, and remember, never settle for anything less than the love you deserve.